part of this zippy junk pile. No problem. Will you require transportation on this planet, sir? Well, me and the squad have been discussing, and we all would like to merge with your unit if that could be arranged. Welcome aboard, Stud Squad.
Hello everybody, it is I, Republic Studs, back at it again with another series in this Clone Traitors MOC series. First, huge thank you to Brick Regent for voicing at the beginning. Really means a lot, and I really appreciate the help. Now, we are back in the Gary's Traitor series, and we have another MOC, as you saw in the beginning. And basically what is happening is they are forming a bit of a plan. This is a big gathering moment where all of our characters combine. These are our main characters that we're going to be following for the rest of this series. Now, what happened in the last video, as you know, the prison was invaded and all of that stuff. It was no bueno, not good. The prison was invaded, they got him out, they had a few casualties. They had basically input that there were going to be civilians there that hopefully they could use as an armed militia. They want to train the locals of the planet of Kashyyyk how to fight, so that way they could fight the droids and hopefully the Republic can come in and basically finish it off without having too much war stuff going on. But there were basically only two squads of 41st Troopers coming in, and then this is, we see, obviously, before Revenge of the Sith, you know, where Yoda comes in, the Republic holds a lot of Kashyyyk, and that was basically the Separatists trying to retake it. But, anyway, Gary and his unit, who have basically redecked out, a lot of them have become 501st Troopers, or they've made some Moonless customizations, and they're really cool looking. Now, with that said, we are going to see the joint coalition of all of these forces, and I'm super excited to get into it. So please remember to subscribe if you want to see more of this series, as well as other amazing content on the channel. But with that said, let's get right into it. Okay, everybody, here is the MOC you all have been waiting to see. Now, this was a pretty fun MOC. I put it together in about like 4 or 5 hours. It was pretty fun. I know it doesn't look like much, but it's definitely got it where it counts. I really love these little like kind of tree pillars we got over here. We also have one back there. Those were all I really had the pieces for. We have our tents as per our usual arrangement with these types of setups, and this is probably the MOC where they are most appropriate. And we have our little fortress setup. We have this clone officer, you know, going over stuff. He was actually from Gary's unit, back on the other planet of the moon of Umbara. And we have all of these troopers, and we have some of the new looks. I'll be getting into them later. They look absolutely stunning with the new troopers. But yeah, so here we have Gary, as well as Captain Claus, Commander Grinch, Gus, and George, all discussing with their new Wookiee friend, Lobaka, that we met in the last one. We also have, you know, Bruiser over here. We have all the other boys. We have Boomer back there. We have some of our new boys. Brickopotamus, he's our Mandalorian kind of mercenary, but he's kind of like a Republic affiliate, so he's just kind of on the watch. They sent out these guys. They didn't send them too far. They just wanted to do a perimeter check, you know, take in the scrap droids, that way they get information, recover the body of this fallen guy when they were retreating. Basically, there were a few droids, not too many, but he sadly passed away. Obviously, they were able to retreat to this very small position, but effective nonetheless. It's nice and compact. It gets the point across. Sadly, it leaves their flanks to be opened. Now, they're not huge on the battle alarm yet. They're just they have some minor defenses. Everyone's pretty chill right now. They're just kind of planning. They're all cluttering around, seeing what they need to do for the galaxy of getting the Wookiees in charge of Kashyyyk. Now, they may be leading a revolt. We don't know. We're going to be seeing a lot more on Kashyyyk, certainly, before they move on. I'm sure they're going to be going all over the galaxy. But, yeah, so here is the second-in-command. I believe we named him Noble in the last one. Correct me if I'm wrong. But he is in this Republic command post, which I actually love. And we attach a little Cape Cantina flag. If you want to get these capes or that, use my Cape Cantina linking code in the description. You get your very own of these. I know people ask all the time, so I want to tell them, but I don't want to plug it. So I figured I'd just at least plug the link in the description. But yeah, we got these boys. We got Boomer. He's talking to a Wookiee. We got this boy talking to a Wookiee. And yeah, so you will notice we'll have various types of shrubbery. So what I did basically was we put down the base layer, and there's a personal suggestion for anyone who does these types of mocks. You put a base layer down. I got all these green plates all down in a nice little format. It's a little boxy. Then you layer it up like I did here. You'll see like it have multiple layers, so it goes like 1, 2. And then after that, what I do is I take these types of, let me get an example, pieces like this, such as this one, and you basically put those all down. Now, once you have that, you are basically home free. You can do whatever you want. So you could place these types of bricks on top. You could place vines like this all around, or you could place pieces such as this one, like this, all around on those pieces. You could also just place the regular, like these. You could, and we have the big ones too, big ones, small ones, tall ones. We have these, and there's all different various kinds of shrubbery, and it really adds to the diversity of the mock. It really makes it look nice. It makes it have this nice little texture, and it gives it a lot of detail. With the barricade, we use this sandbaggy type brick defense thing that a lot of people use, so that's nothing too new. With this, I used bricks I got a long time ago from a pick-a-brick wall. You just get the bricks and you stack them around. I made it pretty clean. You will turn the mock around. I didn't focus too heavily on this area, but it is as detailed as it can pretty much get. It's pretty smooth. I started running out of bricks, as you can see here. We got other fun stuff. We got this boy. We have his amazing Cape Cantina capes, which you could also get same place you get all these. Use my code. And all this fun stuff. I really love the command table we're using here. This was custom made for this mock, but I'm definitely going to be saving it for other mocks. I really like it. We have all these different panels, boop, 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 boop. I really thought it looked nice, and that is definitely going to be used again. I just think the layering is extremely nice in this. Obviously, you can't overstate it. It is just very fun. I love the way the minifigure selection is looking. A lot of people have complained about how I overcrowd these, and while I get it, I guess it's just because now we have so many main characters to follow around. We're always going to have to overcrowd them. But, yeah. So with that said, that is my overview of the glorious mock. And let's get into the figures. I really know you guys want to see what's up with these guys. Some of these figures have changed drastically. Some of them have not. So as you will notice, Gus and George have both undergone really big changes, namely them becoming 501st Troopers. Now, what possessed them to do this? They were sort of just kind of bored, and they wanted to be in the 501st. So they just kind of painted their armor blue, and I think it looks great. Now, obviously, while it doesn't match up with Gary, I was considering making Gary a 501st, like, CAC figure, and then I was just like, nah, Gary's been the same for so long. I don't want to change him up too much. But he does look fun. These guys look great. I have a tutorial in my recent clone army building video if you want to make your very own versions of these. It's pretty simple, and I basically took a lot of parts from CAC figures, from Cape Cantina, from all of the various sources, and you put them together, and you get this beautiful looking trooper. But yeah, with that said, let's move on to the new Gary's unit forces. So here are Gary's forces. Now, we have two of these boys. They are pretty cool. They have kind of like mismatching kind of arm. Here, I'll just move these guys for a second. Arm patterns, you know, they're pretty cool. They have the new Cape Cantina's epic Moonalist capes. And I'll definitely be doing a video on my gunship with these boys because we're going to be having mocks with that gunship. That gunship over there, up there, because it is beautiful in every way. So we're going to be using two of those. We're basically modified them. They basically just ran into some supplies, had fun spray painting them. They just wanted to kind of diversify themselves from being just plain boring clones because they were technically reinforcements from Gus and George's unit, and they got to modify, so why not? And this is their little Sergeant Field Commander, and for the next person who becomes a channel member by clicking that join button, the very next person that after this video comes out, they will be named. I will name this person after them, which is pretty pog, and he will be Gary's second in command for his little unit. This isn't a huge unit, and basically they aren't going to get any additions. I'm going to be explaining a bit of that system in a bit, but I'm going to be showing you the remainder of the 501st units we have. Yeah, but here are our 501st Legion troopers. We have Boomer in charge of them. He was a sergeant in the 501st, and he was kind of served under Captain Rex. We have some of these guys. This is Bruiser. He is a pistol. I believe Noble is the other guy who I'll go into in a second. But we also have these two boys who I'm going to be naming after some other members and ambassadors shortly. that's not going to be a problem. We also have the officer that has been surviving them. I am really excited to get into this. Now, I just have one more unit to go over, and then we'll combine them all. Here's our Kashyyyk unit. We have Lobaka, we have Noble, we have Captain Claus, we have Commander Grinch, all simultaneously working together. Lobaka is the leader of a Wookiee missionary group, militia group, and he is going to try to rally as many Wookiees as humanly possible. He's already gotten his chief on board, Chief Wookiee. That is a fun-looking dude. If you don't want to hang out with if you want to hang out with anyone, this is the guy you want to hang out with. And finally, before we move into the rankings, we obviously have Bricko, which we saw in the last one. But yeah, the only thing that changed really about them since last time is he's gotten a backpack and some capes, which is pretty pog, and this guy lost his capes, which is sad. The thing I want to distinguish about this series is that these characters we're following are it. Like, everything you see here, like, short of the Wookiees, because Wookiee is, like, it's the planet, so they could always find more. But, like, you see these characters, they're pretty much it. They're not, these clones right here, they're all going to be pretty well known because we're going to be following them around the whole time. They're all that's left of the unit. If they die, it's not like they can be replaced. It's not like in other series where it's like, oh, we have infinite numbers of troopers. This is it. They have 3 of these guys, 3 of these guys. They have this basically, like, back army. This is it. Like, you count 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, that's how many of those you have. You have 3 officers, which, again, isn't much. And then you also have these guys in our main cast right here. This is the main cast. Well, obviously some of these are not main characters, like these 3. But that's it. This is essentially it. Like, yeah, you have the Wookiees, but if one of them dies in a MOC, you see them dead in a MOC or in the beginning animation type thing, they're gone for good. There is no replenishing. There's only going to be 3 501st troopers ever. They're not going to replenish unless they get some sort of new unit. But it's not just going to be like they keep popping up with new soldiers and armies everywhere. So I think that's pretty cool. You're going to get pretty attached to the 6 clones that we have here. I think they're going to be really fun to work with, and I'm super excited. But yeah, so with that said, let's get into the outro, and I will see you all right now. Okay, everybody. With that said, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I put a lot of work in this MOC. It was a lot of fun. I love the detailing, the layering, the story concept that we've got going. It is truly fantastic. Now, it would be much appreciated if you would subscribe to me. I would really love it. We are gunning it for 7,000 subs. We are moving very fast, and it would be much appreciated if you helped push us along. And yeah. So with that said, again, remember to subscribe, turn on that notification bell, like this video, and share it with all your friends. Peace out, stay awesome, and have a great day.